You have been watching Fall from Ruin from Soundcheck by Visual Radio Arts. But who are Fall from Ruin? We're about to find out. So let's start off with Sam over here. Make my way through here. Sam, tell me a little bit about what you listen to when you're at home.
Well, I spend more time in the van than at home because I work away.
Okay.
But when I put music on, I've recently got back into Bullet for my Valentine. I'm also a big Dream Theater fan. I like a bit Queen.
Okay.
Well, sometimes I put the shuffle button on Spotify, so it just plays whatever, as long as it's rocking. Something that keeps me going, and I do a lot of miles as well. So
I was going to say, Dream Theater I quite like, because the keyboard player with them is quite an interesting chap, producing all sorts of
I've seen him
apps
live about 5 times as well.
Yeah, no, good band, good band. And who influences your drumming style?
Growing up, I was into Chad Smith, Dom Howard from Muse, and as I discovered Dream Theater, it was Mike Portnoy, then obviously Neil Peart from Brush.
Fantastic.
So quite a few prog drummers, and obviously like your classics like John Bonham, and obviously Chad Smith, like the groovy sort of playing.
Absolutely.
So a bit of a mixed bag, really.
I was going to say Neil Peart, fantastic drummer. Right, let's just move on. Mike or Paz, however you want to be known. You're sat at home, you're relaxing. What are you listening to?
A little bit of Santa Cruz, which are a Swedish band, I believe. Who else? White Snake. Been listening to a lot of White Snake recently.
Yeah. Okay.
But my influences range anything from like Guns N' Roses, Queen, sort of classic rock sort of stuff. I hear Al's a big Steps fan as well.
True story. True story.
We'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to anything really, just whatever's.
I can see you're not used to using a microphone. That's
no, I don't do the singing obviously in the band.
We never give him one.
Don't forget Cher.
And as far as influence is concerned, who influences you?
Guitar-wise, big influence Slash.
Yeah.
Brian May. The guys from Santa Cruz, because they just they're like shredding all the time on guitars. So they're a great band. Just whatever really.
Fantastic. Right, let's move on. Jake, thumping away there on the bass. Let me just move around here a little bit so you can get some on my lovely face. Right, so you're at home. What are you listening to?
I'm at the moment Cradle of Filth.
Yeah.
Freddie King.
Okay.
Old blues guy.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
And
I'm just thinking.
quite a lot of Motley Crue at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
I was going to say that's a big jump from the kind of heavy rock side into the sort of bluesier, more traditional side. And who influences your bass playing style?
I don't really play bass. I play.
Could have made one up.
Cat's out the bag.
I play
Geddy
guitar,
Lee, something like that. Yeah.
My favourite guitarist is Chet Atkins.
Okay.
He's like a country sort of bluegrass sort of, finger style.
Look at the confused look on my face here. I've just been watching an hour of bass playing. I'm sure Jake was the bass player.
I'm just phoning it in. It's, Chet Atkins, Dire Straits. Okay. That's what got me interested in music. So,
All right. So you've just fallen into bass then?
I quite fancied the gig. So
we picked him up by the scruff of his neck, and we're like, "Play bass for us."
I've played one-off things on the bass, and I've recorded on the bass, but this is the most bass playing I've ever done.
Okay, all right. Well, you're doing
to be fair, you'd never
job.
know.
Really good
You'd
song.
never know.
Really good song. Right, and this is what I'd like to refer to as the Owl Corner. This is Owl as opposed to Owl Corner. It's not an Owl Corner, don't worry. So, I'm going to get this wrong. Alicia. I knew I'd get it wrong straight away. Right, good. Alicia, so you're at home. What are you listening to?
The thing you'll learn about me, I listen to a lot. I don't do anything without music on, and it gets really weird. So I say everything from punk to country. But my favourite band is My Chemical Romance. Okay. They inspire me a lot. They're a lot of the reason I'm actually doing music. Yeah. But a lot of people I know as well, because I go and see a lot of bands and I become friends with them. And one of the coolest things about me is the people I know, and I see my friends on stage, and a lot of them inspire me, especially if we're talking female-fronted, we're talking the Pretty Reckless. I don't know them, but they're big inspiration. But some of my friends like Kim Jennett, Beth Blade, that sort of thing.
Well, I think that's a really good thing because, you know, you're kind of supporting people that are doing exactly what you're doing. You know where they're at, you know where they're
absolutely.
coming from.
I went to see Nova Crow recently and I was like taking notes, like, God, they're so good. But yeah.
That's always, and that then takes me to influences. Who would you say influences you?
Well, it depends if you mean vocally or as a show. Vocally, I don't even have a female fronted band that influences me vocally like more than the Pretty Reckless, but I think Blackstone Cherry.
Okay.
Because he's a phenomenal singer and like I'd love to sound like that. If my voice was a little bit deeper, maybe.
Fantastic.
Buttery smooth.
And moving on, Al, same question. All right, you're sat at home.
Yep.
You're relaxing. You've got a lovely cup of tea there.
And a biscuit.
And a biscuit. And what are you listening to?
Probably pretty much, I'd say, a bit of Arch Enemy I'm into at the moment.
Okay.
It's a bit. My taste has changed. I kind of blame a friend at work that listens to nothing but metal all the time, and I've been listening to a lot of that. My taste varies. I mean, I could sometimes listen to some Three Doors Down, Matchbox 20. Moving on to Satriani, Vi, Iron Maiden.
Well, I can
Disturbed.
hear that in your style, actually. So I can hear influence from that straight away.
Yeah.
Which takes us to influence. Where would you say your influences are?
Well, growing up, I kind of listened to a lot of Richie Blackmore, Jimi Hendrix, of course, a lot of Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I was going to say your guitar runs. You've got a lot of very long, fluid kind of shreddy guitar.
Thank you very much. Well, yeah, I mean, then I got into the technical stuff, which was the likes of Satriani, Malmsteen, and Vi, and then basically, if something's, I know these guys laugh at it, they laugh at this, but if something's got a good groove, it's got a good beat, a good sound, I'll listen to it. It's I just love all music. It's great.
Yeah. That's
including the Sugar Babes.
I've seen them.
Or especially the Sugar Babes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Right. Let's talk about how you go about writing. So who's involved in the writing of the material?
Well, that's him.
Yeah.
That reprobate over there.
Yep.
That's Mike.
That's me.
So he started it. Him and Sam, they started this whole thing.
Yeah, we started the journey quite a few years ago. I mean, generally, it'll be just like a little hook of a riff or lyric line, some kind of melody, and then I'll bring it to these guys. Keep the mic in front of you as well.
Yes.
And I'll bring it to these guys, and then we'll just sort of run with it, really.
And then we'll obliterate it, I think is the
something like
so
that.
you start off with the ideas, and then you come in and add your own bits into it and kind of develop it.
It does vary because we're all involved in the writing process.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are a few songs, quite a few that you've written. There's some that you've written. Like I say, there's some that I've written that I bought from my Acoustic
I've written
set.
some sections, but I've had to hum out of a tune because I don't play a melodic instrument.
Yeah. You're just the
Can you
basher.
play this on guitar?
the song that you heard before, So Long, that had quite an interesting story. We told part of it there. Mike sort of wrote these lyrics down. He had these lyrics in his head, wrote them down in about 20 minutes, something like that. It was
I
crazy.
literally had like 3 chords.
Yeah.
Come to Alan the next day before my work team meeting, and I said, Alan, I've got a team meeting in 3 minutes. Listen to this. I literally just bashed it out to him over the video chat, and then I said, right, I've got to go now. I've got my video chat with my team. And then he messages me about 10 minutes later through my team call, and he goes, I've got your verse, like all the music for your verse, and I'm recording it now. And then literally after my video chat, I phoned him back, and he played it to me. I was like, yep, that's exactly what I wanted.
And then I
just
didn't
kinda
want to
went-
mess with it too much.
Perfect.
Because like even the older songs I've sort of edited, not too much because I don't want to change what's already good sort of thing. But to be fair, the majority of those songs are newer now.
Okay.
But
Good.
yeah, I
Excellent.
didn't
Let's
want to
just
mess
talk
with that
about
one
a little
too
bit
much.
about the gigs that you've done, things that you've enjoyed. So a couple of gigs that you've really enjoyed.
Oh well, my favourite has got to be the Sheffield O2.
Yeah.
That was an
banging.
epic gig. That was.
great.
That was only our 6th gig ever
It
as
was.
well when we were playing Sheffield
And a big
O2.
stage.
Yeah.
A very
That
big
was
stage.
the,
Yeah.
the
Stage
second
was.
stage upstairs,
Yeah.
but
Very good.
Still a big
the
sound
6th
system,
gig,
and it was
big stage
it was
no
great.
less.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And what have you got coming up in the way of gigs?
Coming up with the one I'm really looking forward to is Mighty Festival.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
going to be it's a local festival.
Whereabouts?
It's actually a place called Mighty, which is in the Cotswolds.
Okay.
And it's a place called Upper Mighty.
Yeah.
Which is more upmarket than Lower Mighty. They are going to get really,
He's
really
already
upset.
making enemies.
I'm making enemies already. But yeah, that's a great gig coming up. And then we've got a gig in Newport.
I was going to say you're going to have the Lower Multi Posse coming
yeah. And then we've got a gig in Newport the end of August. End of August, Sam.
August the 19th.
August the 19th. We've got a gig in Newport. But
August 19th.
we're booking shows as they come along. So
okay. And whereabouts can people hear you? Where from the point of view of recording material, got anything recorded?
With their ears.
So we've released we've released 4 tracks so far.
Yep.
I'm going to say it here because it's going to stitch her up. But we are currently working on an album, and the 4 songs that we've released are just 4 singles that we've done, and that album will be coming along imminently, and you'll be able to download it on all the major platforms. But the 4 songs that we do have out as singles, they're on all the major platforms like Spotify,
Go
Amazon,
listen now.
Deezer.
Do it.
So there.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Don't even go Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's why we don't give you a microphone.
This is exactly
Very
right.
true. This is very true.
It's all right. I was going to say he keeps it away from his mouth most of the time, so that's fine.
Indeed, yeah. I'm getting used to it.
Right. And finally, social media. Where can people catch up with you on social media?
YouTube. Just look for Fall from Ruin. We're on Twitter.
The song that you've done on as a video for was Sacrifice.
Sympathy. Yeah.
Yes.
So that video can be seen on the YouTube channel. We're also on TikTok, believe it or not.
Okay.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Oh, we're on
Apparently.
TikTok. Did you know we're on TikTok, guys?
No.
It's been saying in the band chat, like I
and
tried to upload it, it says it's copyrighted.
Yeah, a strange thing with TikTok is you try and upload your own videos, and if you've released your song on their platform, you get an immediate copyright infringement, which is a little bit annoying.
We're gonna get banned before we've even started.
Right. So TikTok,
Facebook,
Instagram,
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yep.
And that's
the
us really.
main ones, the important.
Everyone's
Who
on
cares
there.
about Twitter?
Fantastic.
And we've also got a website, fallfromruin.co.uk.
Okay, so there's plenty of places where people can catch up with you, find out what's going on.
Go look at the website. It's so professionally put together.
Don't say that. Alan did it. Alan did
I
it.
was
Don't
so
say that.
impressed. You've got the video playing in the background and
Yep.
everything. It's amazing.
I was going to say, shall I just
yeah,
walk off the stage at this point and allow you guys just to carry on having a conversation? Often I'm having a conversation.
Who's
trying
this
to-
guy? Who's this guy?
Trying to wean conversation out of people can be sometimes difficult. There's clearly no problem with you lot.
You can't shut these two up.
Right. To shut up.
Right.
Us
One
too,
last
it's you
thing.
too.
We have a festival gig in October as well,
Okay.
which
yeah.
is Quarantine Rocks, which basically formed from a lockdown group called Quarantine Rocks.
Okay.
It was put together by a lady called Karen Clayton.
Okay.
So now it's gone to now there's a big festival now. So
And whereabouts is that?
it's in Colville, Leicestershire, I believe.
Okay, fine. Colville in Leicestershire. Well,
You've
you've
just
got that one
remembered
in.
that, haven't you?
But if you're
Just
mentioning
October
that.
22nd.
If you're mentioning that, I will mention Fat Fest in Swindon, which is also October.
Oh,
Is it? I gave you the
October
chance
8th.
to have
I know,
this.
I know. I didn't
We're
think of
just
that.
playing
That one's
catch-up,
really,
aren't we?
really
We're just playing
exciting though,
catch-up.
because there's some awesome bands playing that day.
So what's
I
it
can't.
called?
Fat Fest. So it's a charity festival for
Okay.
a charity called the Fat Boys Charity.
Okay, I'm
So-
glad you qualified that. That was fine. I was starting to get worried then we were going to lose part of our viewers.
No, it's a fantastic cause, and it's going to be a fantastic evening. That I'm actually buzzing for it.
Oh,
And it's
fantastic.
not till October.
So that's Fat Fest as well. Fantastic. Right. Thank you very much indeed for playing for us tonight. You put on a fantastic show. And
Thank
It's
you
our
for
pleasure.
having
Thank
us.
you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much indeed. A very good night to you. Thank you very much. I've been Carl Sutterby. You have been watching Fall from Ruin.